Florida State leads it 1-0. Tallahassee Regional. And here's a look at the bracket. Georgia impressively over Ohio State today. They scored 8 runs in the first inning, never looked back, won 24-8. And they await the winner of this game here tonight.
Probably await him back at the hotel too. That's the advantage of playing early today. I mean, normally it wouldn't seem like it was that big of a deal, but when the second game starts at 9:30, Georgia now at least has a chance to go back and hang out a little bit.
Here's Stuart Tapley. He is leading off for the second time here tonight. Last time up, he doubled and scored a run. And leading off is something he does fairly well. Hitting .304 this season, but when he leads off an inning, he's hitting .478. What gives?
I was just going to say, I mean, sometimes there's numbers that you just don't really have an answer to, and I don't know. I got nothing there. Maybe he's just a little bit more locked in to start.
You know, but if Mike Martin moved him to the leadoff spot in the order, it probably wouldn't pan out the way you'd think.
Well, that and the guy that leads off has 32 stolen bases and an on-base percentage of over 500. So maybe they're in a good spot where they're at.
Around with it. Man, this crowd is lively here tonight. Like it. Count 2-2 here on Stuart Tapley as Florida State hits here in the fourth.
They've been in the parking lot for 5.5 hours, man. I mean, there's a good reason why they're lively. They thought they were going to be in here a little earlier.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Josh Rickards appears to be on his game. That is strikeout number 5 already tonight.
You know, what I like about Rickards is when he gets ahead, everything goes down. And I always like guys that can sink the ball. And this isn't a sinker. I mean, it's a little slider that goes down, but it has good down action. And so even if a guy puts it in play, more times than not, he's going to put it in play on the ground. Rickards hasn't thrown a ton of strikes, not nearly as many as Bush, but when he's been ahead, he's been pretty good.
Oravic's first pitch swinging sends it into right field for a base hit. For Florida State now, that's hit number 4 against Rickards. With that said, we were talking with Dennis Healy, and he said for Rickards the key would be the first couple of innings. Well, here we are in the fourth, and you know, it looks like so far so good. How would you grade him out?
Oh, he's passed that test. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I think the biggest thing, when you look at his numbers over the course of the year, it looks like when he gets in trouble is when he walks guys. I mean, he's got 48 walks in 76 innings. That's over 5 per 9. But he really hasn't been like that today. Now, I mean, he hasn't thrown nearly as many first pitch strikes as Bush, but yet when he's needed to, he's come up with the big pitch. And again, he's got a good changeup going, a good slider going, both of which have stayed down in the zone.
Jack Posey skies one to right field. This is going to be a long run for Meyer, the right fielder. You know, this is a tough sky here too tonight. But he makes the play, and there are 2 outs.
I like Meyer. He got some time to spend with both of these teams yesterday. Meyer, one of the senior captains on this Marist team. I liked that the route he took earlier today looked like he tried to run through the Hampton ensign out in right field. I mean, I love outfielders who just accelerate when they get to the wall.
Yeah, he's got no fear.
No.
He's smiling out there. Guys in the truck, can we get another shot of Meyer out there? Okay, explain this to me. Why guys are not bending the brim of their hat? What is the deal with that?
You know what? It was West Coast guys started doing that probably 4 or 5 years ago, and it's now everybody's doing it. I don't know why. I couldn't have pulled it off. You saw what I look like. You throw a flat bill on those goggles, brother, and I don't think it'll work too well.
That look is going to come back.
You're right. Everything spins around. I'm telling you, at some point.
There's a little bit of a bend.
I still kind of like the little. You don't have to go the farmer look and really curve it up, but.
We're in Tallahassee, Florida, Dick Howser Stadium. 4-seed Marist and the 1-seed Florida State in our second game today alongside Kyle Peterson who tore it up at Stanford back in the day when big glasses were in style. I'm Clay Matvick. Ground ball left side to the shortstop. A running throw for Carrillo. And they get him. So Florida State's done here in the fourth. 1-0 Seminoles. On to the fifth.